I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
Deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Hey, Mandy, Gina, Eve, Got Change, Chris, No Hard Feelings. Welcome, everyone. Amilu, if you're still in here. Hey, Sage. Aloha. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Nature. Oh, there she is. Hi, Jackie. Hey, Robin. The beautiful new mic I love. So I want to go over a couple news clips and some weirdness over Summer's case, Sebastian Rogers, and Madeline Soto's case. All three of the parents, okay, I want to take a look at tonight. Thank you, Sage. Meg's got it. It is beautiful. We love it. We don't have to charge it every like hour and a half, 2 hours. Hi, Peppermint. Okay, just in case the kids come wandering down, they like my camera off sometimes, so I'll turn it on here and there. Hi, Annie. What are we at? Today is 1,014 days of summer missing. And so you guys know I like to do what we can to keep Summer's name and face out there as well. So we are comparing the parents because all three sets of parents in the three cases that I've been following here, I haven't spoken much on the Soto case, but I've been following it and I've been in people's chats and a lot of you know how my feelings are about it. And same with Madeline and Sebastian's case, been following that as well. Just haven't done, there's a bunch of people covering it, but a lot of you guys have also been asking me to, what do you think about this? Hi, Remain Calm. Hey, Bubble Beth. Right? Wow is right. 1,014 days today. Hi, Tammy. Hope you're good. And so I want to let's pull this one up. 1 second. Excuse me. Okay. So I will admit that I think Madeline Soto, the stepdad, is definitely a predator, but I really think that the mom was involved in some stuff too. So I do think that the Stephan or Stephan Sterns is an absolute fucking monster. But yeah, mom should get a little trouble too because there's no way in, what was it, 6 years that she didn't know something was going on. I don't buy that. Nana's love. Hey, boo. Love you. I hope you're doing good. 1,014 days, Nana, of summer being gone without a trace still. Well, as far as we know, without a trace, right? Hi, Cool Gamer. Monster to the highest degree is right about that. So I want to go through some of the first interviews. We'll start here with Summer, okay? And then I want to point out to you what I knew, and I see what you guys are all saying on the streets too, but I will show you, you know, exactly. I already knew that stepdad was crazy, but I already knew just how the mom was behaving, and she lied, and I don't like when people lie, and she definitely lied. Both, it was like either one or both are lying or whatever. So again, red flags, right? Because when mom and dad don't have the same story and it keeps changing, that's a problem. Mom knew, yeah, and didn't protect. So that's my problem with her. And then with Sebastian Rogers, I go back and forth on the stepdad in that one and the mom. There's something about that mom that once I feel a little sympathy, I'm like, nope, I watch more and hear more, and I'm like right back to nope. Now is she like more suspect than the stepdad? Like, I don't know. We'll go through it. They were, yes, they were a few times. That's why they also like to leave state, because CPS was involved in multiple different states and they would leave. Yeah.
I know she didn't walk away from this property by herself or off this yard by her swing.
Hey, Running Bear.
I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here and took her, has lured her away from.
And you remember that too. Already remember, I know in my heart. What sucks is the not knowing. Again, we're comparing these three parents for a reason tonight, so I'm kind of curious if you guys see what I see.
From here. Me and my mother and her were planting
Yes,
flowers.
Bubble.
And
Bubbly.
we went in after we got done washing our hands, and
But
she got a piece
remember,
of candy from Grandma.
and grandma ended up saying it was her in summer planting flowers. She didn't put Candace nowhere in that little story of hers. Remember that?
She wanted to go back over and see her brothers, and I said
Hi,
okay.
Brat
And I
Brat.
walked her
Hi, Outdoorsy.
all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were
Sonia, thank you for the super sticker. Choo choo.
watching TV. And I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. And within 2 minutes I came back. And
2
I
minutes
asked the
down.
boys
Hi,
where
chicken
their
lady.
sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple
okay.
times.
Hi,
And
Deb.
I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check.
She's
and
rushing
she
through
was
this script. She's
nowhere inside.
ready.
She was
Oh, hey, Patty.
just gone. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Just go to the FBI, the police, and clear it up. I mean, I don't know, it seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck and I've never heard of it until
Again,
just
that
recently.
fucks with me every time. What does that mean?
But I wish they would come forward and explain
And would
themselves.
he just mumble something in the background?
But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. Really strange that I've never seen this truck and I've never heard of it until just recently.
What?
But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. And if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen.
Shoot.
She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. I fucked up. Yep, we're just getting started. MS Seeker. Hi, Sonia. Let me get that back. I gotta stop fucking around.
And all speakers out there, don't worry, I'm one of you. With this feature here, the script
Like me and the boys did.
She tried to shave her head
She tried
in
to
the
shave her
back
head
and make
herself.
it.
Hey, Blue Eyes.
I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control. So we decided to shave her head off and let it grow back long, and she shaved her head so she wouldn't feel bad, and but it didn't bother her at this point. Well, I knew right away that she was abducted.
I
I knew
know
that right
it,
away,
Nana's
and
love.
that's what I
I
told them from the
know.
beginning. But they have to go through their, I forget the word.
Investigation.
They have to do one step at a time.
She
I
doesn't
guess,
forget
but
the word, huh?
I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours
Hi,
in these
Selena.
woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else, and I feel for them. But
Do you?
I just
But
wish
you're not
there was a
helping them
way
search,
that
right?
neighbors could search neighbors' house.
He's not out there helping them search. They can tell you, like, just sit up at your house, whatever, but other families have been out searching for their kid. And I think I speak for most of us when it's like, good luck getting me to sit down. I want to go out and look too. Like, I want to be there if you do find my child, to be the one to get the first hug or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, no, good luck. Again, they'd have to put me in jail if they really wanted me to sit back and let them and not help search. But these folks have never really searched. They've only searched when they know that they can set it up to make it look like they've been searching. We know this. Maybe, Rendra. That could be. But we also have the law saying that they don't believe, Detective Pruitt, that she even made it out of Ben Hill Road, really, right?
Houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in
For
the
sure,
eastern United
Yvonne.
States or whatever. But I wish there was a way. Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that,
Hi, Miss Chewy.
out of love,
I
and
appreciate it.
trying to get information and trying to get her found. We thank them from the bottom of our
That
hearts.
means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And
Heather, that's what they like
she's
to
a
say, but they
awesome
keep
young
changing their
lady,
story.
and we just want her back.
She's an awesome young lady. We just want her back. Gross, Don. She is a 5-year-old, your 5-year-old daughter, not an awesome young lady, okay? But their story, Heather, has changed multiple times on why her head was shaven. So, for me, I can't really answer that. I don't believe personally it was to be the same as her mom or brothers or whatever, because Summer's hair was shaved down even further than what Candace's hair was, or her brother's at that point from pictures, and even Dawn's, right? So check the chimney. Do they have a chimney? I'm not sure. What is that?
But, there's always going to be haters, and
Oh, yeah.
it's always going to be that way in this world. And we just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. And that's the kind of people we try to relate with and
Oh, is
socialize
it?
with. So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly
What?
know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and we do have good people in this area. We found out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere. But
The most important thing is to bring Summer home safe. I'm sorry that you feel this way about us, but
Hi, Kathy. I'm
we
not
love
sure,
our
Rita.
children with everything we have. We've never went without, thanks to Summer's daddy and my husband.
I
He's
always thought that
provided
was
for
so
us
weird to
and
say.
has worked.
I thought that was always so weird to say. Summer, thanks to, we never went without, thanks to daddy and my husband. Well, the focus should be like on your daughter right now. And here we are making y'all the victims, as well as like praising Dawn for being some saint of a husband slash father. We're forgetting your daughter's missing.
As much as he could and can.
Hey, Jude.
And
Hi,
still
Pam.
is.
It is weird,
And
Heather.
I'm sorry that you guys feel that way, but that's my baby, and nobody would ever treat her like that as long as I was around.
Like what? No one would ever treat her like what, right? That's the forever question we've all had every time we hear this.
Ever.
she loves to dance. She would always want me. She says, "Daddy, hold my hand so I can twirl," and she would just like to twirl and twirl and twirl until my arm got tired.
Wait, is Kirsten
You
here?
know, and you know.
Wait, let me see if I can see her in here. Whoever has me on Facebook Messenger, can someone copy and paste me No, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Here, you listen. I'm going to work on something for a
I
second.
put out there that one of Summer's favorite songs was Godzilla, and they say, you know, and they're jumping all over me about past tense was, you know. Well, I'm sorry about that. It's just,
She also liked the song by New Breed.
And again, who's been jumping down his throat prior to doing this about speaking about past tense? I mean, Tim Mullen probably, right? See the one like, be careful. Don't speak past tense. They're going to get on you about speaking past tense. Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. What the hell? This is so hard. Okay, hold up. Okay, this isn't. Okay, hold on.
It was called House. My House. She sung that a lot of times when I
Oh, good
played on the
night,
TV.
Boo. Thank you for swinging in here. I'm gonna text you tomorrow. I have some stuff to tell you. I hope work goes good tomorrow. Love you. Say hello to everyone for me. Have a good sleep. Get your rest.
She loved to dance.
she liked to think of herself as a princess, and you know, and all that, like all young girls do.
And then get her head shaved.
She loved Frozen. She loved to be that
Loved.
Elsa.
See, she did it too.
Like all young girls do. And
she loved Frozen. She loved to be that Elsa,
And I think she really loved to be in church because she felt a lot of love there. And I think you can't explain what that love is, but you feel it and you know it, when you're young. And she felt that there, and she loved everybody in that church. Or she loves everybody in that church. I should rephrase that because they'll tear that apart as past tense, and I apologize again for that.
See, he's like...
I hope she gets to come home, and I hope she gets to be with our church family again.
our best friend in that church was Robin. She loved her to death.
Yeah, she looked up to
When
women that were...
she come to that church, she went looking for Robin. That was her favorite person.
Any woman that was professional,
Was
that...
pretty.
Oh, thank you,
she
Kathy.
looked up to those kind of women.
friends are good
She-
to me.
They were,
Just like all y'all.
the word I'm looking for, I can't think of it, but she looked up to them.
Want to create lifelong memories for your family this summer?
Church.
Then take them
Yeah,
on
Colt,
an authentic
Colt.
safari-style
sorry.
adventure.
There we go.
She'd give them a run for their money every day. She'd give them a run for their money.
Oh,
And there was
Miss Chewy, I
times,
don't do that
we'd-
Facebook group.
We'd be,
I'm sorry, it got...
at our
hold
boys
on.
like, don't do this, and don't do that.
It
And
basically got overran with people, and then to delete it, I have to individual delete people, and I started doing that, but there's like thousands of people, and whoever kept adding more and more, so I just stopped with it. I don't know. I am gonna do maybe like a private chat, something elsewhere, but yeah, that's not... Sorry. But yeah, and also I can do lives on TikTok now too, so I'll be doing lives over there on True Crime as
next
well.
thing you know, the stick would come up and just walk
They don't
'em,
just
you
get
know,
gone,
but
no.
Summer, don't do that.
Summer was the boss of the family.
You would think, Heather,
She's
yep.
She,
typical girl.
when they get out of line, she'd put them in line.
She'd do her best.
She loved to play in the mud and the water and swing on her swing and enjoy dirt.
When I run the lawnmower around, she would run behind me. When the boys run their bikes around, she, as fast as that little bike
Hi,
could
just
go,
me.
she would be behind
Thank
them running
you.
and keeping up with them, no problem. She loved to run. She just loved to run, and she could pull herself up on that swing, her full body weight with her two hands, and she could do that. None of the other boys can do that, but she can.
Was she in school yet?
No,
No.
she's going this year.
This was supposed to be her first year of
She's been,
kindergarten.
we did all the, what?
I took care of everything.
Yeah.
I had her already took on all of her shots and registered in the school for ready for this year.
I just never expected for anyone to get a hold of my heart like she has, because I try to guard my heart as much as I can, but she holds my heart in her little hands, and I love her with all my heart.
Oh, creepy AF, right?
I'd do anything to have her back.
Your little girl.
If there's any way
No
you find it in
tears
your
whatsoever.
heart to please release her somehow. I don't know how you might do that. I mean, 'cause you're probably scared of going to prison for the rest of your life and everything else, I'm sure. But please find it in your heart,
What?
have mercy, and
You're
Find a way
probably
of
scared.
letting
Who do you
her
think he was
go.
just like talking to right there?
yes, I'm
Himself?
sure that. I mean, 'cause you're probably scared of going to prison for the rest of your life and everything else, I'm sure. But please find it in your heart, have mercy, and find a way of letting her go.
She is
and
stone
where we
cold
can
Steve
get her
Austin.
back. And just please have mercy on her, and and us and her brothers. And she's such a loving, good spirit. Please don't
Oh,
hurt
hell
her.
yeah, they
Please
do.
let her come home.
What? That sounds
But
so...
she's my biggest.
The acting right there is terrible. No, please don't. Just, please don't hurt.
Please, and us and her brothers. And she's such a loving,
Here we
good
go.
spirit. Please don't hurt her.
She's your
Please
daughter.
let her come home.
Your daughter, sir.
That she's
What?
my biggest spirit.
I hate that part.
And us and her brothers. And she's such a loving, good spirit. Please, please don't hurt her. Please let her come home.
I hate that. I hate everything about
But
that.
she's
What about
my
you?
biggest fear is
Yo, he is disturbing. Sonia, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I cannot deal with that. Oh no, please don't. Hmm.
her being tormented or locked in a dungeon or basement or something, because she loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall. 'Cause a lot of times
Yes, Deb.
the boys would be inside and we'd be like, "Where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone? Go get Summer now." And that's happened over and over again. And we'd come out and she would always be close by, but we was always coming up. She had to be outside. She was an outdoor person. And
She loved to be outside.
Yep. And I'm so
was an
afraid that
outdoor
she's locked
person.
away. She's such a loving heart and everything, and I'm afraid that she won't be able to, I'm locked away where she can't be outside or play with a puppy or anything, love nature, and it's yep. And I'm so afraid that she's locked away. She's such a loving heart and everything, and I'm afraid that she won't be able to, I'm locked away where she can't be outside or play with a puppy or anything, love nature, and that's my greatest fear, that she's not able to do any of
Enjoy the
these things
beautiful
anymore.
outdoors.
Or
So I thought it said play with the puppy. So I was like, wait a minute. How would you know there's a puppy, right? But it says a puppy, so
or that she could possibly, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all.
June 29th, 2021. So this is 2 weeks after Summer's been reported missing. And
That's my greatest fear, that she's not able to do any of
Enjoy the
these things
beautiful
anymore,
outdoors.
or that she could possibly, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all the negativity. I just want to focus on the positive,
And find her
because
daughter.
it's so easy to get, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all the negativity. I just want to focus on the positive,
And find her
because
daughter.
it's so easy to get.
Mike and Ike's. Yeah, terrible. It's terrible. Hold on. That look was like, I can't believe you just went there, right? I'm looking for the whole interview of this, but I haven't been able to find it today.
You got 60 seconds, I'll share with you how this loophole works. Because there's things right here, and so many of my friends retire in their 20s and 30s because of selling stuff like this.
This isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off.
Nice house.
Amazon paid for
Oh
all
my
of this.
gosh.
This crazy loophole that anybody can discover on Amazon. If you got 60 seconds.
Because of what investigators found on his cell phone. Now, some of what we're going to put up on the screen is graphic in nature, not images,
Hi,
but just
Roseanne.
words describing what was on that phone. I'll read part of
Yeah,
it
you
for
would.
you. On his phone, during the interview with Stephan, he provided consent to search his phone. However, he stated that he accidentally performed a factory reset on his phone on February 26, 2024, which is, of course, the same day that Madeline went missing. Upon reviewing the contents of Stephan's phone, several images and videos were located which depicted, they don't give the name, private parts of someone, very graphic videos of a graphic assault. And then the conclusion of all that is, based on the totality of the circumstances, Eurofine has probable cause to believe Stephan committed a sexual battery. Seems like he recorded it. Freak. Recorded it. They were able to get it, despite the fact that he accidentally performed.
I'm glad that people are this dumb and make these kinds of mistakes because, I mean, I'm glad they are that dumb. But holy shit.
Performed a factory reset
That's
on
right.
the day
Oopsie.
that Madeline went missing. But investigators still able to track this stuff on his phone. Now, before he was arrested, Stephan Sterns agreed to an interview the night after Madeline disappeared, which is also the day before he was arrested, courtesy of
I hope that this is the interview because what rubbed me wrong is, well, so much. But one thing for sure, and it's in my thumbnail. But like this here, okay? That's her, Madeline Soto's mother, standing there consoling Stephan Sterns like it's his own very daughter that's lost. But no. Like, this is fucking ass backwards. And that's what first caught my attention. And then I went and I was watching and over. I'm like, both of these people need to be locked away. Like, for sure.
FTV in Orlando.
Excuse me.
We have that video.
Hi, Kathy S.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
That's right. He said he dropped her off, but mom had said she dropped her off, and then it turns to my husband dropped her off. So they had all that fucked up. Couldn't keep even the simplest little narrative together.
The conversation that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off.
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way.
Which maybe that was a tactic of Jennifer Soto. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. Again, you'd have to kill me before I would just walk away and let a man harm my kids. That's not going to happen. Kill me first, right? Because that's the only way you're getting by me. But this bitch, I don't buy, didn't know anything. I think she actually helped with some of the grooming, if you will. But did she do it because she's afraid? I don't know, because I mean, she does leave the house, and doesn't she like go to work and stuff like that? So there's other ways. She was out of his grasp, you know, several times a week, from my understanding. Hi, Bass Girl. Hi, Laura. So I don't know. She could have asked for help at many, many times and didn't, but it's really fucked up. It's all
Told
fucked
her
up.
have a good day at school when she got out. I love her. She said thanks. Love
Right,
you too.
sleeping on the way to school, yeah.
That
Maybe.
was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off. We don't know where she could be.
Really?
And we're scared.
No
We just want her
tears.
home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to. It just
It's
keeps
hard
coming in
not to.
waves. Just the reality keeps hitting. And we don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared.
He's
We just want her
literally
home.
trying to
Conflicting
make
reports.
himself hyperventilate. Oh, I hate everything about this guy. He is so disgusting. In fact, he kind of looks like the girl's dad, who's a monster as well. Holy shit. Hi, Sonya. Dude is fake AF.
Reports here and there. People say they see this or that.
Listen to
None
him
of
like
it's-
actually... What are you wiping? Nothing's there.
We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home. Conflicting reports
Oh,
here
for
and there.
sure,
People
yeah,
say
sorry.
they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and
BS
none of it's
crap,
helpful. We just want a baby girl back.
All right, I'm not Janine Driver, but we'll get her on this case, don't worry. But doesn't even look at the reporter's eyes when he's saying
Yeah, he does not.
anything. Doesn't he, like the reporter's right there, right? And then time to answer the question. Come on, come on. Okay, let's take a look at Stephan Sterns' alleged route that he took on February 26th. Remember, he's dropping Madeline off at school, so.
Okay, hold on. Hmm.
Your last name and spell them both out for me.
Okay. Jennifer Soto. JENNIFERSOTO.
Mother.
Mother.
Jennifer, tell me how you feeling right now.
Mother. Hmm.
I feel like I can't breathe.
Really? And like, look at that's when
keeping-
I'm like, this bitch cannot stop rocking. She's holding on to something. You like, she is nervous as fuck. She thinks she's about to get arrested right here, right now, and she is scared to death. As well, she should be.
Thinking about is, where is she?
She should
Is she
be.
safe?
Hi, Dennis.
okay?
Welcome.
But we're all a wreck. My entire family is a mess.
Yeah.
We're just so worried.
When did you first realize, or when did you file a missing report?
Yeah.
We filed a missing report. We called the police at like 4:45.
4:45, huh?
Yesterday, 4:45 p.m. But she actually went missing early that morning, around between 8:45 and 9 o'clock in the morning. She went missing. We had dropped her off close to the school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
You hear that?
Sorry. We had dropped her off close to the school.
There's that we. What does that mean? Went from her to him to we. We. That's that slip like Dawn. I mean I turned here, right?
She wanted to walk the rest of the way. Sorry.
What? Is that a parrot? I think it's a parrot.
That should be it. Sorry about that.
And is anyone going to care about that? Whatever that is? Or are you going to keep talking? I would just keep
We
talking.
dropped her off at school, close to school.
And
She
again
wanted
with
to
the
walk rest
we.
of the way.
She doubled down on that we. Dropped her off close to school.
We dropped her off at school, close to school.
That's
She
the
wanted to
second
walk
one.
The rest of the way.
Fucked up her. Yep. Fucked her up.
I'm not sure what I'm allowed to share.
You share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I know you had conversations with detectives. Not sure what that conversation is, but whichever you feel comfortable sharing, that you
Yeah.
put the awareness out there.
Then share.
Yeah, she was spotted walking by the church, by the middle school, on the cameras.
Which
We saw
I
her
am
hang out in the parking
convinced
lot
that
for a
that
little
is
bit,
her,
and then
by
get
the
up
way.
and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else. They just
I
saw
think
her
they
walk
knew
away.
that the church video was shitty, grainy videos, and honestly, her and her daughter look the same. So all she had to really do, depending on how, like if it's a black and white photo, like maybe put a blonde wig on and walk somewhere around there so that it would look like Maddie walking around that church thing. If they know, and she said we, right? Multiple times now, we dropped her off. Again, that has changed from her to him to now we.
Around 9 a.m., heading towards the school.
Exactly. You
she
really
wanted-
wouldn't, would you, Dennis?
What has the school said? Have you been in contact with the school?
Yes, that they're doing everything they can. They've given me all their resources. The principal's called me. They've looked at their cameras. I don't think they've caught anything on the cameras is too far away from the sidewalk. Everything is too grainy, so they can't see specific faces.
Perfect.
But they've looked. I'm just waiting to hear anything else from them.
Is this normal
What?
behavior?
Not
To
at all.
just not show up or call or text or anything?
Not at all, no.
Does the interview ask how many times they're calling the police every day or whatever? But it's
From
just
time to time,
not
she
a
will
lot.
leave her cell phone at home
wasn't.
accidentally, and that's actually what happened yesterday. She left her phone at home.
Oh,
went
did
to school.
she? All the excuses are about to come, just like Summerwell's with her lice
From
situation.
the time she will leave her cell phone at home accidentally, and that's actually what happened
'Cause she,
yesterday.
like, has
She left her
ADHD.
phone at home. She went to school.
Because you didn't want her to have a cell phone to bring, to have to ping somewhere, so you thought you were going to get away with this.
But that
Yeah.
happens from time to time. She's got ADHD.
Yeah, here we
her
go.
memory.
Yep.
She's very forgetful.
She's laughing.
So,
You're
yeah,
laughing right
there's no
now?
way to
Why?
Track her right now because I have. Well, the detectives now have her phone. But this isn't normal behavior now.
Did she just bring up
What was the
I can't
last thing
track her? So she already had that in mind, which is why the phone never went with her, because she had the phone being a tracker in her fucking mind.
Because I have. Well, the detectives now have her phone. She's got ADHD. Her memory. She's very forgetful. So yeah, there's no way to track her right now because I have. Well, the detectives now have her phone.
I do not like that.
But this isn't normal
Hi,
behavior now.
Nanas.
What was the last thing, I guess, the conversation that you two had, you and your daughter?
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time. I couldn't make it because I was working, but she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning.
No
That was her
idea.
partner.
ZZ. Hi, Katie Bug.
13?
She's 13 years old. Yes.
13, Madeline?
Madeline.
Madeline?
Madeline. So she has not. She is shaking worse than a chihuahua. All right. She hasn't stopped. She is scared.
What are you thinking right now?
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her.
What? Oh, here we go. Where is that? Come on, y'all.
This isn't like.
What are you thinking right now?
Come on, Candace. Say it.
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her.
Don't they all, though?
This isn't like
right?
her to just pick up and run away, or just not go to school.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know what to think.
Friends, the friend's parents, you've contacted and went through
Everyone.
every single person?
No
Everyone
tears.
That we know that she knows. We've contacted them.
Nothing.
All, reached out to them. The parents have gone out to search and look for her as well. And we haven't come up with anything yet.
I don't
See a
know,
lot of
Sally. They
posts
do.
On Facebook.
Someone lured her, right? That's
Hunter
next, right,
Street,
Bailey?
Rants and raves and what have you. Did people say that they were going to conduct some type of like search party or anything?
A lot of people have asked me to volunteer, like if there is one, if they can do one. I have people passing out flyers, going to every store in that vicinity, a gas station, church. I think people.
She does look like that a little bit.
Stopped in the street this morning
Okay,
in front of the
good.
school to see if they've seen anything, if they've heard anything. My family they're going all out right now. People were being stopped in the street this morning in front of the school to see if they've seen anything, if they've heard anything. My family they're going all out right now.
Wow, way to put it.
Yeah.
I know as a mother, you have a lot is going on in your brain.
So much.
To bring her back home.
I bet there is.
What have the law enforcement told you that you are able to share?
Say what?
I mean, that they're doing the best they can. They've had detectives come out, interview us. They took a piece of her clothing for the canine dog to see if they can sniff her out. I'm not sure when that's being done.
Do you have any inkling where she possibly could be? Like if you would say, okay, last time I went to work and came back, she was at James' house or Sabrina's house, and maybe I forgot to check that house, or she played at this.
I know
park
it,
on
right,
the
Bubbly
weekend.
Beth?
Maybe she went back there or something like that.
We've looked everywhere we could have thought, and anywhere she would have been.
Did you?
She would have known to wait for me at the school. But we did check where if she could have walked. My mom's office is close to the school. We checked there. We checked
Did you?
the walking paths that she could have taken. We've checked all of her friend's house.
Did you? I don't
think we've
buy
checked
it.
everywhere I could think of, honestly.
What do you think?
I'm gonna need video
Oh, gosh,
proofs
I
of
can't
this.
take my tongue.
No.
What was she wearing?
She's shaking more and more, ain't she? Wow. So I do think that she has a bigger hand in what happened to her daughter. It's very creepy. And here's the thing. Even if things were all good before she met this dude and like he groomed the mom into it, whatever, like your job is to get the fuck out of Dodge with your children. You do not, when you find something out, allow it to happen, because you want him for your man so much that you don't give a shit about your daughter anymore. It's my mother right here. Right? Because she was more worried about, and it's even in the thumbnail, damn, she's hugging him like he just lost his best friend. Meanwhile, it's her birth daughter, not this guy's daughter at all. And you're fucking hugging him because he's crying? Get out of here. I dislike her so much. Hi, Bailey. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you. Sonia. Thanks, sis. I appreciate you. That's very sweet. Yeah, she stopped talking. I guess it was like a food dish. Need the receipts, yeah. Otherwise, we aren't buying it, right?
She was last seen wearing a green
Thank you,
hoodie,
Sonia.
black shorts, white Crocs, a black JanSport backpack with gray hibiscus flowers on it.
Yeah, is she? Or are we being lied to again?
This is not like her.
Not at all.
To run away, an argument, anything like that to provoke her.
She's never done anything like this, no. And we haven't had any arguments recently to have this outcome.
What school?
Hunters Creek Middle School.
Tom, any questions? No. Is there anything that you think our viewers would need to know about
everything?
The way you're feeling.
We love you too.
Madeline.
We are desperate for any answers.
Are you?
Anything that you can do to help. I'm here for it. Just please, if
anything?
If you see my daughter, just please bring her home. I just hope you're okay, Maddie. I hope you're safe. I hope you're not hurt. I just hope she's okay.
When did you notice that she was missing? Because this was at the beginning of the morning.
She got dropped off in the morning. We did not notice until after school pickup at 4 o'clock when I went to go pick her up and she wasn't at school.
No.
So we're going in 24 hours now.
Anyone buying that? Because I heard that something like the school said that they told her way before 4:30 or whatever that her daughter was not at school that day.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Exactly.
No text message, no messages anywhere from her. I've looked at all her social medias. I've looked at all her games she could have played with. Any app. No weird conversations. Nothing strange. Everything was conversations with just normal friends or us.
She knows how to get home by herself, as if, like, let's just say, take a bus or an Uber or something like that. She would know how to get home alone, correct?
I'm not sure.
What?
I don't know if she would know how to get home. Maybe, I mean, I'm thinking if someone got in the car with her and if she pointed the way, what roads, she probably could figure out how to get, but like, does she know her full address? I don't think she does.
I'm sorry, what?
It just puts in my brain that she always comes home with someone.
She always comes home with me.
Am I the only one that when kids start kindergarten is when you start teaching them phone numbers and where they live? Right? Or am I crazy? Because, like, my kids never had that problem. And that's because when they started kindergarten, they started learning phone numbers and emergency phone numbers and where you live, you know, in case of emergencies and stuff. Your 13-year-old almost, or just turned 13-year-old didn't know none of that? That's absolutely insane. So, I'm not buying that.
Okay. And you said no, Tom?
Am I crazy?
I think that was everything. All right, the first question is if I can get your first and last name and spell them both out for me.
Stephan Sterns, S-T-E.
Oh, here he goes.
S-T-E-R-A.
Already had himself worked up,
So Stephan,
just crying.
you seem very emotional right now. Explain to us.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out, and I love her.
See,
Thanks.
he drove her to school now, not we or mom. Him.
Love you too.
And the fact that she was sleeping all the way. All right, so yeah. And I already know what the cop said. So sleeping all the way, I remember thinking, oh, so she was probably dead. And then like I think the cop said they have him on camera driving around with her lifeless body. Like that's so fucked up, dude. And the mom's saying we, so I feel like the mom was in that vehicle as well.
What was it?
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off.
Okay.
We
Thank
don't know
you.
where
So
she
now
could
we
be.
know.
We're scared.
Someone must have done some,
We just
huh?
want her home.
He does,
Are
Sunshine.
you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
Here we go.
It's hard not to.
Why?
I dropped her off early. I could have waited longer. She looked okay. She was walking towards the school when I saw.
Oh my God, going in. She looked totally fine. She just jumped on right out of that truck like nothing, right, Candace? 1 second. Okay. But yeah, just like, I mean, the way he's wording some stuff is very Candace-like.
Sorry, it was like any other day, so I went on with my day.
Still no tears, but I'm gonna cry.
What has the conversation been with Jen since?
Super suspicious running.
She's been
Very well,
stronger
like
than me. She's been holding it together really well. And,
just like Dawn.
but it just keeps
She's a
coming in
lot
waves.
stronger than me.
What has the conversation been with Jen since?
She's been a lot stronger than me. She's been holding it together really well. And, but it just keeps coming in waves.
This
Just
is
reality keeps
just
hitting.
like the Wells.
We
Okay.
don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe.
They just sound a little better and dress a
We're
little
just
nicer
scared.
is all.
We just want her home.
Have you, like, literally put boots on the ground, went out?
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off. And we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras were pointing the street. Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising. The
Just
church
fucking
across
laugh.
the street had some cameras, and they mentioned seeing her waiting around in the parking lot for a while before moving on, and that was it. But it was grainy. It was grainy footage, and not much else.
Does it seem like she walked west, east?
They said in the direction of the school. I'm not sure what that is.
What was the language? Not language verbally, language, body language. When you dropped her off, did she seem happy? Was she
Happy.
like, I'm going to meet
She
my
was
friends?
happy. She had a happy weekend. She just turned 13. She had a 13th birthday party.
Wow, you just lit right up on that, didn't he?
When you dropped her off, did she seem happy? Was she
Happy.
like, I'm going to meet
She
my
was
friends?
happy. She had a happy weekend. She just turned 13. She
just turned 13. I'm just so happy.
had a 13th birthday party.
You.
She was happy that we were all together here, and she's just very happy. She was a happy kid. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She brings a lot of joy to us, and we just
Okay, Dawn.
not knowing.
No.
Was happy that we were all together here, and she's just very happy. She was a happy kid. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She brings a lot of joy to us, and we just not knowing.
So the unknown is killing you.
Yeah, it's like our whole world is upside down. Not feeling her presence here is. Sorry.
Oh, it's already been coming out on this dude.
It's
He
fine.
is one. He is a
I mean,
monster.
you're fine. Don't need to apologize. What do you want our viewers to know when they see this?
She's a sweetheart. She's a very sweet, kind girl. Just please be nice to her. Bring her home if you find her. Tell her that we love her. Wherever she is, I hope she's okay.
Not a single tear, and he's done this whole entire thing with that weird crying, breathy sound.
I mean, if someone were to come in contact with her
Yo.
and you gave me
What the hell?
her diagnoses, would it be easy to approach her
What
without
are you
any
wiping?
like, agitation or anything?
Yeah. She's
We,
a good
I
kid.
can't stand it. Like, he's actually
Tell her
drying
that we
his
love
eyes
her.
in front of everyone, and we all see there's no
Wherever she is, I hope
tears.
she's okay.
I mean, if someone were to come in contact with her and you gave me her diagnoses, would it be easy to approach her without any like agitation or anything?
Yeah. She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence.
It doesn't it? Yes, Katie Bug. I can see that.
Waking up, getting ready to drop her off at school, dropping her off at school, to now speaking to me after talking to the police about her being missing for over 24 hours right now. And one complete sentence, what would that be?
A living nightmare. It's a living nightmare. Day started off like any other. And I just want to wake up and just get hit with waves of the reality just it's setting in. As soon as it got dark last night, we started falling apart because we knew it wasn't going to come to an end. And now we're going on 24 hours and still nothing. Just conflicting reports here and there. People say they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and none of it's helpful. We just want our baby girl back.
Tom, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Thank you.
Now let me find
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce.
Now at 3, a shift in the search for Sebastian Rogers as it enters its 8th day now. Today, law enforcement announced they're
Hey,
scaling
Marty.
back, but the family of Sebastian is still holding on to hope for his safe return. They spoke exclusively with our Holly Thompson earlier today. Holly, live in Hendersonville there at the command center. Oh, Holly, how are they doing?
I tell you, obviously very emotional. Sebastian's mother, Katie, she broke down several times during our interview today.
I'm
I mean,
sure
as
she
you can
did.
imagine, this just touches that mama's heart, and she wants him to come home. And we listen in as she talks about what these last
Now
8
this
days
is the
have been
couple.
like.
Listen, so the Wells I think are all garbage. Madeline Soto, the stepdad Stearns, and Jen, the mom, need to be locked up. This case, I go back and forth. I'm not sure if it's the stepdad. Everyone loves the dad, but if I'm being honest, I'm looking at everyone, and in that case, they're saying everyone. But I believe Sebastian was supposed to be moving out with his dad soon. if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this is the one where I go back and forth. Is it the stepmom or the mom and the stepdad? Is it just the mom? Is it just the stepdad? So this one I'm very confused about and don't have my mind quite made up on this one. So it's pretty interesting. But it's because I do see, again, in this case, they're saying everyone is a suspect. Everyone.
For the family. How are you coping?
Mom was last to see him. Yeah, I heard that too. Yep.
We're on a constant roller coaster ride of helpless and hopeless and many other
She's rocking.
emotions all in one, and it's a never-ending roller coaster. It doesn't stop. It won't stop until he walks through the door.
Yeah,
And
but
Katie tells us that she
the mom
woke
gives
up
me some
that
Candace
morning, and
vibes,
within 3
too.
minutes, she knew Sebastian was not in the house and called 911. They say they have no idea what would have motivated him to leave the house. They say they have been fully cooperating with authorities, and no, they've also spoken with his biological father and those who know him from school. So we're going to have much more on this story. We're going to be talking to her about what they've been
He was
going
at work.
through,
Yes,
the very
okay.
latest with the search. Also, reaction from family, and I even asked them, are they in the clear now? What is the latest with this story? So we'll have much more coming up, but for now, for the latest on the search, I'm going to toss over to Danielle Ledbetter for that part of the story. Danielle.
Yeah, Holly, so you can see that this lot behind me is pretty much empty. This is at the command center. Earlier today, we've seen a lot of first responders leaving this command center, and this is a big difference from what we saw last week. That lot was full with hundreds of first responders all here looking for Sebastian. Now, law enforcement officials told me today that they have thrown everything they possibly can at this search. So we, of course, have told you about the dogs, the horses, the drones, but they also brought in cave specialists and people to search underground and storm drains. Eric Craddock with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office said the decision to scale back did not come lightly. He also did say that they will continue to be committed to finding Sebastian, and there's no indication that he's not alive. Holly?
Okay.
All right, Danielle.
No indication that he is not. No indication that he is not alive. Wait, whatever. You heard what she said.
Take on winter with digital key to touch. The Kia Seltos, arriving now.
Tonight, the parents of a missing teen in Sumner County described to us exclusively how they feel on day 8 of their son's disappearance. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Marius Payton.
And I'm Lauren Lowry. Sebastian Rogers is 15. He was last seen by his parents on February 25th in Hendersonville. Sebastian has autism, and he's gone without his medication this whole time. And since then, authorities have searched by air, by foot, and on horseback.
Helicopters, drones, and dive teams have also been brought in to try to find him. Today, his parents spoke exclusively to
That's right. He's a cop or something like that, right? You're a corrections officer. Yeah. No, he was low on the list for me because the dad's like out there and he's helping search, as well as he's been very kind to people. And where I'm confused is thinking, is it just stepdad? Is it just mom? Is it dad, stepdad, and mom, not dad? Sorry, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make up my mind on this stepdad and mom for sure yet. But so far, the 3 of these cases that we're going through tonight, I mean, there is a lot of similarities in people's behaviors alone.
County. Holly, I imagine it was quite an emotional interview.
Certainly was. It is hard for any of us to imagine the emotions that this family is going through right now. But we know one thing is certain. They remain positive. They are holding on to hope that their son Sebastian will return home safely.
Can you walk us through what you're thinking right now?
I just want my baby to be okay. I don't know where he's at.
Mom Katie broke down
I saw
several
that.
times
We'll
in our
go through
interview,
that tomorrow,
but says her
Brat.
hope is strong that her son Sebastian will be found safe and return home.
He's going to walk through that door, and the street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
Stepdad Chris says it's been an emotional roller coaster that all
He's
started
not making a lot
Sunday
of eye
night,
contact
February
either, is he?
25th.
Pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed.
Playing in his room, huh?
He did.
When mom told him to go to bed.
He said, "Good night, Mom. I love you."
Katie says she went to wake up Sebastian around 6 a.m. Monday for school, and he was gone. Within minutes, Katie says she was on the phone with Chris, who was working out of town, and they quickly called 911.
And he's not a runner. He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's not a mischievous child by any means.
Katie and Chris say Sebastian is not on social media. While he loves to play Minecraft, they tell me he does not have any online capabilities. I asked if there was any reason he might want to leave.
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. He's that morning he was laughing, he was joking.
It's as if Sebastian vanished. No sign of him on any video throughout the community. Thousands of miles logged by law enforcement, canines, helicopters, even dive teams, and no sign of him. Chris and Katie tell me they've been harassed, people pointing fingers at them.
You're not in this situation.
Okay, Wells,
You
again,
don't
trying to
quite
make yourselves. All right, Dawn. All right, here we go.
I wish people would step back, take a different wide open view, and not assume what they know.
How long till Tim Mullins is all up in this? Or is he already?
It's just better to stick to the facts.
Are you both in the clear?
I can tell you that Mom, myself, and the father have worked very fully and cooperatively with all agencies across the board. We have anything that they've wanted, we have provided.
What do you want to say to Sebastian? What do you want him to hear from you right now?
That we love you so much, and we want you to come home, and you're not in trouble.
What?
Now, Katie did tell me that...
I'm sorry. Why would that be something you want him to hear? You're not in trouble. Would that even be a fucking question? That's fucking weird. So now I'm thinking like she got him in trouble for something, lost her cool, and this is why he's missing. This is how my brain works, okay? Because that's a weird thing I feel like to end with as you're pleading for your child. Like, I don't think I would think to say you're not in trouble because my kids would know that. I'd just come home. I don't think I'd need to say you're not in trouble. So yeah, I am focused on, did he get in trouble now? And you snapped on him? That's how this crazy brain here works. Because it was weird to say. Certain things when people say, it's like, why is that even in your story? It's just like, you've said too much. And it's like a weird thing that it didn't even need to be said. If you never said it, we wouldn't have even thought about that or whatever. You know, Dawn has said some things like that too. It's like, why are you saying that? You know, you guys know, am I making sense? Yeah, I know some of you all understand. You're aliens just like me. But damn. Let's go over Nancy Grace's interview and stuff, because I was watching that. I've got a little bit left to watch on that, but I'll come on in the morning time tomorrow. Sometime before I go to work tomorrow, I'll come on earlier. Because yeah, I like Nancy Grace, and I was seeing that too, and they did lie a lot. I heard that, but they could have been asked maybe to be out of the way, go out for lunch or whatever, or if tensions are running really high in that household, to try and save people from, I mean, tensions got high in the household in Savannah, Georgia, you know, where cops were like, go out, get out of the house for a bit if, you know, tensions are running high, and everyone were like, oh my God. But like Billy Joe needed to get the fuck out of that house for a while for sure. Like, no. But that could all be a tactic too. Why don't you guys go, you know, you don't have to be here helping us. Or I heard that they were leaving the state too or something. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, we're going to go over that in the morning. That's right, because they left. And she was like, why did you go with them? And she's like, because I'm going to support my husband while he's at work, and then I'll come home later. And they're like, don't you think it's important to be back home, like, while your child's missing? And she was like, well, yeah. Well, then why did you fucking leave state with your husband? I don't know. Very fucking weird. I'll plan that for the morning. We'll go over that tomorrow, like around, I don't know, 11 Central, noon Central. What, nature? Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to know where the receipts are for this. Would you, okay, email me. Is that right? I hear voices 19@yahoo.com. Yeah, email me. Email me. Shit is crazy because of the YouTubers. Oh, everybody. Rita, you'll clip it? Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that. I mean, I want to hear. All right, I will see you guys sometime in the morning then. We'll have some coffee and crimes chat with Cher. Nice. Thank you for the super stickers tonight. I appreciate you guys. And the members live we are doing this week. I just don't know what day yet. I've been doing a little bit of online courses and stuff for some stuff. And doing some stuff. Getting some of my goals done. But thanks for hanging. Love y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow for some coffee and true crime chat. We'll go over the Nancy Grace interview with these proud feets. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. I might see you on the streets yet tonight. Bye.